Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in the world. I hope this finds you well. Today, I wanted to do a video because we have some exciting news about the Kaspa Bitcoin pair. But I'm also going to look at some other charts, as you can see here, some more Kaspa charts. Ooh, we got a cup and handle. That's exciting. And we're also going to look at Bitcoin and S&P 500 just to check in with them. But the first thing that I want to bring attention to is, of course, the Kaspa Bitcoin pair. And on the weekly time frame, so high time frame, we do have some exciting news to report, which is that, as you can see, this long held resistance, this line of resistance right here, that began in November of 2023 with this sell-off. It was resistance. It also acted as resistance in February, earlier this year. We just pushed above it in June, and we came back down and we back tested it. And now Kaspa is taking off against Bitcoin. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think this is a positive thing to report here, and I think it bodes well for the USD pair. So I have this chart measured in sats. As you can see, we're at 293 sats. Okay, so this is easier to keep track of than if you just go into TradingView and you just plug in Kaspa Bitcoin. It will give you a decimal. It will be very hard to really glance at and see where it's at. So if you want to put your chart in TradingView on in sats, multiply it times 100 million. See right up here, and you'll get the sats value. So I think it will be very exciting if Kaspa can get above 1,000 sats. There was a time when we were like even in the single digits sats. Kaspa really started out, if we go way back, when it started trading, it was roughly 1 sat. So just to put it in perspective, it was 1 sat, and we are now 293 sats. So we've done almost a 300x against Bitcoin since Kaspa launched on exchanges, and obviously more than that if you bought it OTC in Discord, where the miners were selling at OTC very early on. So once Kaspa gets to above 1,000 sats, that will just be very exciting. We'll have a party of some kind, right? We'll all celebrate as high conviction Kaspa holders. And so, yeah, let's keep watching. Let's see. This is really positive. You can very clearly see that the weekly candle bodies were acting as resistance, and here the weekly candle bodies are now acting as support. So this is positive. I see Kaspa gaining against Bitcoin in the near term, and of course that bodes well for the US dollar pair. And what do you know? Here we go. We have another cup and handle sort of playing out. Of course, it's not a flat top. It is ascending here. But nonetheless, this is a very clear rounded bottom. And I heard somebody say once that rounded bottoms pay the bills. And it's true. They're very strong. You can take a look at the other times Kaspa has had rounded bottoms in the past. I've been tracking this since pretty early on. As you can see, just see my pinned tweet on my Twitter bio. If you don't follow me, cryptographer with a UR at the end. And so that's nice to see. We have this beautiful cup and handle happening. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe it comes up to this and it kind of like then, whoops, let's redo that. Maybe it let's draw a little bit of a horizontal thing here. So obviously we have a bit of a, this has been acting as resistance, but the dips are getting smaller and it's pushing, right? So maybe it comes up, maybe it needs to back test that area. Maybe it comes up. I'm sure it won't happen exactly like this. It'll be nice if it just shoots up to 25 cents tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. Maybe it does that and it comes back and it back tests this, and then it continues to work its way up. Kaspa is very methodical about how it does things, So it trades very cleanly. It's fair launched, as many of you already know. It just trades cleanly. It doesn't have random selling events with VCs tokens vesting that VCs dump on us all the time. It just doesn't have that. So you can see that it's one of the most bullish charts. And this is the 2-week time frame on this RSI. We had a bottom here and a peak here. So this was kind of accurate. It tended to go sideways here. If you zoom out and really look at it for what it was, it went sideways here. Like this might have been scary here for people. It's wicked down to what, 7 cents, 10 cents. Go and look at the tweets on Twitter during that time, or the posts on X during that time, and people were probably losing their, here, because it was scary. People wondered if it was peaking, and Kaspa would do, something like this. It was over. You get all these doom predictions back then, but zoom out, look at it. We're above weekly moving averages. This RSI bottomed here, and it's only halfway up, and the tokenomics are just amazing. So it's fair launched. It's like 85% in circulation every month. The mining rewards decrease. So miners actually need price appreciation to maintain their profit margins. And when I say that, oftentimes people ask me, what exactly do I mean by that? Like, how is it that they had that price increases? Well, it simply increases because imagine price was like completely flat. Imagine it just like flatlined right here, right? And the mining rewards are just going down, right? So you have mining, just imagine these are mining rewards every month, whatever, they go down like this every month. And so if the price remains flat, miners' rewards, like their profit margin, is going to keep dipping every month. And so if price doesn't go up, then they get paid less every month. So there's going to be a point where they stop selling when their profit margin is either not low enough or they're at break even, right? Nobody likes to sell for a loss. You don't like to sell for a loss. I don't like to sell for a loss. So they're going to wait to sell. Many will wait. Everyone's going to have a different strategy, but many miners will wait to sell higher until the price goes up so that their profit margin is higher. So that is just a reality. So that puts upward pressure on the price. So that's what I mean by that, that the tokenomics are just built with growth in mind. There's not many coins left coming into circulation since Kaspa has 85% already emitted. And the rewards just decrease every month. So that's what I mean. Miners need the price to go up, and that happens simply because they're not going to sell if their profit margin is going down. They want a higher profit margin. They're going to wait until price goes up, and that helps price actually go up. And then Bitcoin, taking a look really quick here, it bounced off this midline. It's back. It's holding the 20-week, and I would like to see it hold it. I would like to see it hold it. In a bull market, it tends to hold it. And as you can see, a very clear example here. Boom, boom, boom. So it'd be nice if we get some cool, really awesome parabolic rally. Of course, nothing is certain. And who knows, maybe we come back down here. But, for me, Kaspa is actually, funny enough, my hedge against Bitcoin doing something scary. Like, I'd rather hold something that I believe is undervalued. That's, I think, where the money is. You hold something that's undervalued, and you just stay in the market. That's been my strategy. So, and then again, we don't know what's going on with the S&P 500 right now. It's at the 50-day SMA, and as you can see, in a bull run, you can see the 50-day SMA is a good thing to look at. So maybe it continues to hold this, and it just keeps, keeps riding this up, and it keeps going higher, and that moving average continues to move up, and it just kind of, pumps up higher, and it just bodes well for Bitcoin. And Kaspa, obviously it's going to benefit Kaspa. I don't think Kaspa honestly even needs that. That's just my opinion, not financial advice. Full disclosure, I'm like 100% Kaspa, maybe 99.5% Kaspa. I might have like 0.5 of something else if you break it down, but I'm like, yeah, nearly 100% Kaspa. And so looking at this, I think that the chances of things going higher here are still good. So everything is looking to me okay, and I sleep well at night holding Kaspa. How about you? How do you sleep at night holding Kaspa? Is it also, are you excited about Kaspa as I am? I'm curious because I'm excited about Kaspa. I check the chart every day. And I've been trading Kaspa for a while, mostly actually just buying it. I barely ever trade it, to be honest. I've done some small leverage trades here and there, but I pretty much just have been buying it. So I think it's worthy of the top 10. If you look at the fundamentals and then the supply and compare it to things in the top 10, I think my targets of $1 to $5 are reasonable. A $90 billion market cap, which is what Cardano achieved last cycle, puts it somewhere around $4. I'd have to look again now with the current supply, but given that the fundamentals, in my opinion, are stronger on Kaspa than Cardano, I think it's worthy of that. I think $1 is conservative for this cycle. I think that it just kind of, because it is following the power law. If it keeps following the power law, it could just trend up in a systematic way where the peaks are like not below off top, and then it has a long bear market. It could kind of have a more systematic appreciation in value. And so we may not get that like massive, like just boom, like you see on some coins that just go up crazy and then go down. Maybe when Bitcoin is having a bear market, Kaspa is still sometimes finding support and just trending up. And it could be because of the tokenomics, the fundamentals, and how, the supply is going to be almost fully emitted in the next, 5-10 years, right? So miners, like I said earlier, need that price appreciation. So it's designed to grow rapidly. And you have miners like Marathon mining Kaspa. I'm sure other big corporate interests are also now beginning to mine it. It's just getting a lot of traction, right? Adoption is happening. The power law is happening for Kaspa. As you can see, if we come back to this, we'll put it, just for now, we'll put it on the, let me put this back on. We'll put it on the daily time frame and look once more for all who missed the last video. We'll look at the rainbow chart again. So looking at the rainbow chart, this is a good example of how Kaspa tends to grow in a very systematic way. And this is predetermined and fixed. This is not like adjusting for the price action. Like I've been watching this since before it came down here. And I watched it kind of dip down and come back up. And now it's continuing to hold it. So just considering how it's looking right now, everything, right? Just all of these charts just add confluence that the price action in the near term is looking optimistic. So where is price headed? Only time will tell. Just to give perspective, the top end of this is at 68 cents. This like magenta band is at 57 cents. So this purple band is at 48 cents. So only time will tell where it ends up on this next swing. But because it's basically doing a Bitcoin style pattern here, on like kind of this rapid pace, perhaps the next peak happens and it kind of comes down and then finds support like this, all much quicker. We'll see. Obviously we don't know exactly how the time. I don't claim to know timing. I only claim sometimes I'm correct, sometimes I'm not. A lot of times I'm correct. About levels. Like for example, 3-cent Kaspa happened. Basically, it got to 4 cents. I said that. Let's see right here. I think it went to 4 cents, and then it had this pullback. Basically, did this right. And I didn't have a lot of followers back then. It wasn't like I was, what I was saying even mattered. People didn't really take it seriously. Maybe I got a few likes and a few comments back then. I didn't really start participating on Twitter until like up in this region right here where I ended up selling everything. I got in actually after the COVID dip and more so like started participating in Twitter up here, basically as a bear. People didn't like that. So I was very bearish up in here. And then I got very bullish down here. As you can see, you could pause this and look at this. It's also my pinned tweet on Twitter, Cryptographer. So you can take a look. And I will also say, I'll just plug my Discord, Ski Bum Trading. You can find that in my Twitter bio. Right here on the Patreon provides the link. Black Diamond gives the more technical analysis. If you're interested in learning how to use TradingView and you want to just get my thoughts and feedback, feel free to join that. I'm in there every day. I love questions. If you ask questions, it's great, and I try to share what I know unfiltered in there. So it's right here. You can come in here and check that out. So the rainbow chart, like I said, is adding more evidence that we're about to see some exciting price action. Even just right now as I'm talking, Kaspa is almost about to hit all-time highs. Like, let's see, the all-time high right now as of this moment is 19.8 cents. We are pushing now 19.58 cents. So it's looking really close to breaking out. And, I think that we're going to be pleasantly surprised. I think we're going to leave the teens behind. We're going to head into the 20s and things are going to get very exciting. I think the momentum here has been building for quite a while. And the RSI, the RSI on the 2-week, as I showed before, wherever that went, I lost that chart. But I think that it's great. It's all looking very good. So I'll try to keep you guys posted more. I'll try to do more videos. I want to get back into the swing of it. I've had a busy summer and, so I haven't been able to put up as many videos as I would have liked. But if you guys want to see anything in particular, I love ideas. I love getting feedback of things you guys want to see. I try to keep it mostly focused on Kaspa and Bitcoin and the stock market, just because I don't want to focus on microcaps or anything like that I consider more risky. I just want to stay focused on Kaspa and Bitcoin for tracking where we are in the market cycle, and the stock market as well, because all that liquidity flows from low risk to high risk. So we take it all into consideration, and we can't just look at things in a vacuum. So, these are a few things that I look at when I'm trying to assess the point in the market cycle. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something from that. Leave a comment. Tell me what you'd like to see in the next video. And otherwise, be well, take care, enjoy the rest of your day. See you on the next one.